Hey, where the fuck Frieza at?
Boy, shut your mouth when I tell you about making all that daggone noise! What the hell is wrong with you? Make no damn sense! Go to bed!
Hey everyone. As I'm sure most of you people out there are aware, something really devastating has happened to the anime community, which is that the one and only Akira Toriyama has passed away. And while I sort of want to say that this event has probably affected more Latinos than most people can count, me included, I'm sure you'll be hard pressed to find any adult shonen enjoyer who hasn't at least tried once to shout so loud that they too can become a Super Saiyan. Again, maybe I was just on the spectrum, but I'll admit, I thought by sheer force of will I could scream my way into becoming Goku. But Dragon Ball was one of the big four shows that was like a gateway drug for me into the world of anime, and it's still one of my favorite shows to this day. My first fighting game that I even owned was Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, and apparently he also had a hand in the design of Chrono Trigger, a beloved RPG, and when you look at it, it kinda makes sense. Like, you can see it. Obviously he had a hand in this one. Before One Piece, Naruto, or Bleach, it was Dragon Ball. That series kept my attention and made me appreciate what the power of friendship and world-destroying lasers could do. Without Dragon Ball, I don't think I would be a fan of anime. Which, yeah, I'll admit, does make me sound like a huge weeb, but I won't deny that Mr. Toriyama's work introduced me to a whole new medium of shows and storytelling. He's taught me the value of friendship, working hard for physical fitness, and what it means to be a good person. Was Dragon Ball the only reason why I developed a moral compass? Fuck no. But still, when you look at the show, you can't help but want to be like one of the good guys. Funny enough, I was such a big fan of Dragon Ball Z that I even tried to finish all of Dragon Ball, the original series. Now, I don't want to sound like a poser, but I never actually got around to finishing that storyline, but from what I saw, it was still really good. Honestly, Mr. Toriyama had such an influence in the anime community that there were shows that would even pay homage to his works. And who can blame him after creating such signature attacks like the Kamehameha wave or the transformation scenes where Goku turns blonde for a little bit. But realistically, I think the reason why his passing at least affected me a bit was because Dragon Ball really was that show that I grew up with. I remember being a child, going over and hanging out with my uncles, and we'll play Dragon Ball on his GameCube. Or that time where I was in middle school and then they announced Dragon Ball Z Kai for, what was it, like Nicktoons? Nickteens? The teenage, edgier version of Nickelodeon, and they announced Dragon Ball Z Kai. I was there for that, and I was so hyped. Could you imagine rewatching the main fight of Goku versus Frieza in a better animation and cleaner style? There was so much to the series I loved, and like some things that I didn't love, like some of the live action movies, but we're not talking about those. We're talking about the great anime that came out during this time. Really quick, I am going to waffle for a point. I never understood why Frieza, like, I get it, he's like Space Hitler or whatever, but I never understood why people were like, oh man, he's calling these Saiyans monkeys. Like, yeah, kinda, they had the tail, right? Like, I always thought about this. The Saiyans had tails, and they turned into a giant monkey, but the Saiyans called themselves a great ape. Last I checked, only monkey had tail, and I know monkey. Anyways, I also thought it was really funny how the Mexican cartel, I'm not sure if it was just a joke, but they called a ceasefire over the death of Mr. Toriyama, which huge respects to them, I guess. They took a break from killing a lot of people just because Mr. Toriyama was gone, and that's not what Goku would have wanted. Anyways, in all, I just wanted to say that even though I'm not a super fan like most cartel members may be, I was still a fan at heart. And I know with the legacy that he left behind, his true memory will never be forgotten. Okay, bye.